time chasing young boys with computers and say they are doing Yahoo people. When people are stealing the billions which we have as the government. Why are we wasting our time? Why are we doing that? Why are we chasing young men all over the place? I can assure you that all the money that Yahoo people have stolen in 1 year, is not up to the amount of money that has been stolen in government in 1 day. If we have succeeded. Just like I tell Pat to tell me every day, I say, Pat, my job is easy. All these people who shout and talk, they would have been doing the work while I'm doing the supervision. Because it's easy for them to talk. So I thank you, Dr. Mo, for organizing this. Let me apologize on behalf of my brother, that is not here. We are giving, Dr. Moore gave us this at a very short notice. Very short notice. If I tell Dr. Moore something today, I booked, and everybody know, I was supposed to, for the first time in about 3 months, or about that, travel out of this country. Today, I had a ticket. I was going to travel with my wife. And when I said to her, you know what? I'm not going to travel with you. She said, what is this? You've changed this over and over again. I said, nobody. I know how you feel about family. But this country comes before the family. I know you say no. I agree with you. There's no... My kids are above 30. And I always tell them, you're on your own. Don't think there's anything you do that will surprise me or that will bother me. No. You're on your own. The only thing I want you is that whatever you do, be a good person. Be of good character. Trust God and do the right things. And try to help humanity wherever you find yourself. So, I'm here because Dr. Moore called me at a short notice. And I apologize on behalf of my brother because he couldn't keep it at a short notice. I recognize a senator, a woman leader, Pastor Tommy, and all those who are here. Mine is to, most sincerely, today is 1 year anniversary of our election. And it's fitting that I most sincerely thank all of you for your abiding faith in our country. For your belief in the new Nigeria. I can't thank you enough. I even thank the others who have different choices. Democracy is about choice. And I've always said it. If I come into a room where everybody loves me, I will leave. Because there's something wrong. There must be people who hate you even for the sake of you. That is what life is all about. So I respect those who have different choices. But you who believed in the right thing, I sincerely thank you. I thank you for even standing till today. Amidst all this pain and suffering, you still believe there will be a Nigeria. I still believe there will be a Nigeria. I am Professor Pat went somewhere now. Somebody said, you're everywhere. I say yes. Because we have to deal with this issue. We can't just walk away. But everybody knows the pain. Like I said, I've written something here. There's pain, what we are going through. Some of you might not know and some will know what people are going through in this country. Just yesterday, Nigerians died because they were stampede where they're trying to buy rice cheaper. Just yesterday, people died because they queued to buy rice cheaper. They were buying rice cheaper. That's the reason why they died. In a country that have over 70% of their fertile land uncultivated, people are dying because they are selling rice to them cheaper. I was in a church this morning, and they asked somebody, what is your hope for Nigeria? He said he's praying for Nigeria. He's praying for politicians. I said, please, reduce your prayers and put some in action. I'm a politician. I'm a politician in Nigeria. And I can tell you, please, I will tell you, reduce your prayers for us. The people you are praying for are among the most wicked people on the surface of the earth. So it is good that you reduce it and put some in action. I visited Tongu Magaji with Dr. Mo in a primary health care where they have over 50 women that are pregnant. In a primary health care, over 50 women that are pregnant. That primary health care had only one staff attending to. I said over 50 is pregnant. There's other ones that are not pregnant. There were over 100 women in that place. Only one staff. And I said, Madam, I want to see all the facilities there. There had a roof that has gone off and it's raining. There was no light. It doesn't have a light. And I went into the delivery room. There was no toilet. That is in our capital territory. So imagine what is in our villages. And I asked Dr. Mo, how many primary health care is there in FCT? He says to me, there are about 258. So about 250. And I said to him, Dr. Mo, we must dismantle this criminality. We are going to use 15 billion. We were going to use 15 billion naira to build a house to have somebody who is already living in one of the most luxurious houses on earth. But everything we saw in this facility will cost less than 5 million naira. So if we decide to add 20% to the 5 million naira, it will be 6 million. And 6 million for 250 facility is 1.5 billion naira, which is 10% of what we are going to use to build a house for somebody who is already living a luxurious life. We will dismantle this criminality. It is a very uncaring thing. Very, very uncaring. Today the world is competing only on one today education. If you compare us with every other nation that is doing well, the only reason why they are doing better is education. It is shown in every study that the more educated you are, the better your development. And then we have to renovate the house of the president, 6.9 billion. To buy cars, vehicles in the supplementary budget for the president, 6.9 billion. To buy cars for the first lady, 1.6. Total of 8.4 billion. But we have for scholarship, for loan for students, 5 billion. No country functions like this. And this cannot continue. We use 21 billion naira to build a health facility in Asarok, where the occupants don't even go to hospital here. And our budget for a national hospital, which is an ambulance, is 2.8 billion capital vote. So it's not even up to 10% of what we are using. Tell me, I have served as a governor, and anybody can go and check and ask the people there. When they say they have a clinic in the lodge, and I said, you can't have it here. Go to the general hospital. If governor is sick, they carry him there. There's no reason why President of Nigeria cannot be treated in the national hospital. The reason why I said this is because we said we don't have the resources. We have the resources. We need to manage it very efficiently. I don't want to talk about production today. Because I've just told you, we are fighting for rice. We're fighting for rice. We're fighting for food. One of our most difficult security places is Sambisa Forest. If you have traveled to anywhere in Africa, Egypt, Morocco, for part to Tomiden that travels, as you travel from one city to the other, your left and your right, all you see is farm. Sambisa Forest is 660,000 square kilometers. You see me say it every day. The entire area of Sambisa is 60,000 square kilometers. That is 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is 22,000 square kilometers. Times 3, 66 and 60 is the same thing. Yet it's become a problem for us. When it should have been source of wealth, source of income, source of everything. People are protesting for food in Niger State. Can you believe it? Niger State has the best land on the surface of the earth for production, agricultural production. 76.2 thousand square kilometers of land. And they can't feed themselves. So they are protesting for food. Because nobody supported them, nobody helped them and everything. When tiny countries, like I always use Netherlands, who have half of that land. Netherlands without water is 33,000. With water is about 41,000. But their agricultural exports for 2021, which is what I always reference, is over $120 billion. Agricultural export from 33,000 square kilometers, when we have 76.3 that is fatal, protesting and striking for hunger. Because of what? There's nothing wrong with Nigeria. We have one of the best fertile land in the world. We have one of the best air. God gave us oil. Gave us all sorts of mineral resources. Our waters have the best fishes. The only thing that we lack is leadership. Leadership that is willing to sacrifice for our future. And that is what all you see today is magic. If we say the rate of exchange is bad, we'll start chasing brew to change people on the street. Have you ever seen that before happening anywhere in the world? Everywhere you go in the world, for those of you who came from Europe, brew to change is every country in the world. So why are we chasing brew to change? What is brew to change? Brew to change is neither the supplier, nor is it the person who is demanding. He's just a market provider for those who willing seller and willing buyer. He has committed offense. When everybody knows that the only way you can show up your currency is by a simple thing, productivity. The more you produce, the more you deal with issue of stability of your currency. But what is even shocking, they are chasing brew to change people. People are even selling naira. They are not chasing them. They are chasing only people who are selling dollar. But naira is being sucked everywhere. And we can go on and on. It's still our country. We have no other country except this one. And we will deal with it. We're not going to run away from there. We're going to stay here. Let me assure you people, I know your pain. I know your difficulty. People have gone through this pain. We're all going to be in it together. We're not going to go away. People have said, our woman that have said he's doing it for his children. People have said they gave the young people hope. It is our country. I've said repeatedly, I'm not a saint, but I'm not a criminal. I've managed public money judiciously. And I know that we can achieve something better if we manage our resources more efficiently. If we have people who care about this country. Look at where we are today. All we hear is bad news. People say we can't. I said it in Pastor Tommy's birthday. Is that we have a country or the criminals take it over? If we have a country, let's declare war and have that country. Somebody must be in charge. Is that us or criminals? How can criminals overrun us? I've been a governor. And I said it, anybody who can go and see it in Anambra State. I told them, it's either them or me. One person must have the space. And we dealt with it. Why can't we deal with it as in Nigeria? Why are people occupying our waters and everything? Today, we spend more time chasing young boys with computers and say they are doing Yahoo people. When people are stealing the billions which we have as the government. Why are we wasting our time? Why are we doing that? Why are we chasing young men all over the place? I can assure you that all the money that Yahoo people have stolen in 1 year, is not up to the amount of money that has been stolen in government in one day. I have been an insider. What we want is those who are stealing our public money. I'm not encouraging anybody to steal, but we will deal with those who are stealing our common resources first. Let's catch them first. They are the ones causing us problems. They are the ones who have a lot of money without productivity. They are the ones causing it from inflation to high rate of exchange, because they have billions without productivity. Let's deal with it. We're not dealing with it. Today is our anniversary. Today we have resolved to continue in this direction where we are. We cannot stop. Please do not stop. Do not say, it is all about me. I'm not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. We need to make it work for everybody. There's no reason why there should be poverty in northern Nigeria. God gave them everything. Nigeria can make more money from agriculture in the north than we make from oil. I say it every day, and I compare every state in the world. I've said it before several times. You've heard me say it. The richest state in America is California. That's not where they have the oil. Is in Texas. Texas is about third or fourth. California is 9 times Nigeria at 3.6 trillion GDP when we are 400. It is agriculture and knowledge before oil. We have 70% of our fertile land in the north all cultivated. The north is the engine we can use to turn around Nigeria. We need to invest in the north. There's no reason why people in Boronu, there's no reason why people in Kebbi, people in Niger, people in Kogi, people in Benue, they have no reason to be involved with hunger. Because they have all it takes to feed nations all over the world. Nigeria has the best yam, but the biggest yam exporting country is Ghana. Now they say we should go and import food. Import from where? Is it Ghana who have no yam? What do we eat? The only thing that is available outside is the rice. Are we going to invest? Nigeria is supposed to be the highest producer of cassava, but we are not the greatest exporter. Are we going to buy it from people who come and buy here and export? Now they said that our problem is to close the border so that food will not go out. No, our problem is to produce more, have enough to eat, and export and earn money. And it is easy. It is not rocket science. You have all sorts of funny policies here. They say our nurses can't even go out. Our doctors can't go out. What are you talking? Indians did it. They produce more doctors, more nurses. Cuba is doing it. Let's build school of nursing in every local government. Produce nurses, ship them to the world. Have enough here, and those who ship to the world will help in bringing what? The needed money, foreign currency. And it's easy. When you see these things happening, you ask yourself, what is happening here? At times you feel maybe you're wrong. So you have sleepless nights. I always tell Padre, I wake up most times at night and ask myself question, are you wrong or right? But because I've been in the private space, where I've shared in corporations, I've been in the public space. So I can understand what is happening. always say, I have the best experience for the job. I'm a trader. So I know what the traders suffer. I've been in the corporate world. So I know what the people in the corporate world needs to, because there's also problems there that needs to be fixed. And I've been in public space. So I know what is wrong with the country. And we can fix it. There's nothing in it. Countries after countries have generated power. Simple power. Is sophisticated in Nigeria. A company like Egypt, from 2015 to 2021, moved their power generation and distribution from under 20,000 megawatts to about 50,000. Today, Egypt is exporting power to Europe. Nigeria is still quarreling with all sorts of things. These are things you can fix that can make your country to become productive. Today we are saddled with people telling us it is about revenue. We don't have enough revenue. How can you have enough revenue where 80% of your people are poor? Revenue is a function of productivity. The more you produce, the more revenue you make. Can you go to market and without anything to sell and people will pay you? You have to have something to sell. It's only in Nigeria people want to go to market without anything to sell and come back with money. We cannot continue in that direction. My dear people, today is the day of thank you. I thank you, the Obidients. I thank you, those who supported us. I thank you most sincerely from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of those who have worked hard. That's what Prof. Everybody is here to thank you. We remain sincerely grateful. People might tell you, oh, he has not come to see me. He has not seen me here. He has not done this. Please, wherever you are, if we have not seen you, know that I'm kneeling down and saying to you, thank you. You were great. You are great. You are one of those special things that happen to humanity. We will soon embark on tour to say thank you to people and to urge them to understand that we've not reached the ending. It is not beginning of the ending. It is ending of the beginning. We've just begun. We will be there. And don't think that if anything, I always say to people who are private to me, don't think that if anything happens to Peter Obi, no, it's not about Peter Obi. It's about all of us. So if they think they are going to take one person away, the rest will continue. In fact, they will have motivated them to continue. Because we must continue until we dismantle the criminality called Nigeria. We cannot continue this way. People who genuinely want to do business are suffering. People who genuinely want to do good things are suffering. When people who are selling, when thieves are living in affluence, it cannot be. Nigerians are dying buying rice. Because they say rice is cheaper. So they now went to buy rice and there was stampede and Nigerians died. I cried over it. Buying rice. They were not trying to struggle for gold. It was rice. Nigerians can't get fuel. Nigerians can. Everything is scarce here. Even what God gave them is scarce. They can't travel by road. Nigerians are paid 30, if you're lucky to get a job, 30,000. At a time when one egg is 200 naira. At the time pure water is. At the time a bottle of Coke is how much? Tell me. And bread is how much? Let me assure you, you are the ones making this speech. It's not me making this speech again. You are the one making this speech. But let me assure you, one of the things that brought French Revolution was bread. I hope people know. They said they wanted bread. The queen said, why can't they? And they now realize that those who are in charge don't know what their problem is. Those who are in charge in Nigeria don't understand our problem. And we must dismantle them. God bless you.